Gaming is officially going to be for the rich now. Yes, you heard it here. We are being priced out. Unreal Engine 5 is not even optimized. If you take a look at the slop, like Silent Hill 2 Remake, Black Myth Wukong, Metal Gear Solid Delta, there are legitimately people who have $1,000 GPUs that aren't even getting stable frame rates at 1440p or above. Now I know 4K gaming isn't practical, but there are people who have 4K gaming cards that are not getting the proper performance that they might have thought they were going to get. As you all may know, Rocket League just announced a few days ago the unveiling of Unreal Engine 6. They didn't announce anything about Rocket League 2, they're just saying there's going to be an engine upgrade. So here's my take on this. Also, let me know down below what you think of Unreal Engine 5 and the performance issues you may have had while playing games on Unreal Engine 5. We were promised that this engine would result in amazing graphics, amazing fidelity, and great performance. But what we have received is exactly the opposite. Now, I don't even want to dive into the slop that is NVIDIA DLSS 5 with this bullshit AI upscaling. That is horrendous, but that's for a whole different video. How is it that nowadays you can buy a $2,000 gaming computer and still have to worry about performance issues? Gaming and optimization as a whole truly peaked in 2015 and 2014. After that, the enshittification began and we cannot stop it. It seems like almost every day a new game gets announced and then you figure out that it's running on Unreal Engine 5 and then you just throw all your hopes out the window because you know it's going to be a fucking disaster to run on any computer. I feel like the lower and middle class and even working class are being priced out of computer/PC gaming because it's actually unreal. PC gaming is truly the only escape people have to play games online without having to pay for a stupid subscription. Then when you get an expensive gaming rig and then you find out that you can't even play the AAA games that you want to play at a stable frame rate or at the performance that you hoped for, that's where you get a bunch of unhappy customers. The idea of buying a mid-tier computer isn't even worth it nowadays because you're probably going to be getting less performance in a console such as a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X. Optimization is a factor I feel like half of these developers don't even consider because they're probably making games thinking that everybody has expensive gaming computers with the highest graphics cards. Dude, if you check the recommended specs for a game such as Lego Batman, which just came out, if you see what they're recommending, it's actually crazy because the average person, I'm pretty sure, doesn't have specs like that. I mean, to run the game at medium settings, you need over a 2070 or 3070 graphics card, and you need an i7 or Ryzen 7 processor, which is absolutely insane because that just goes to show you that toaster gaming, yes, toaster gaming is officially dead, bro. The only two gaming engines that I truly trust nowadays are the Capcom Resident Evil engine, which is amazing. It runs on almost any type of hardware and you can get solid FPS, and the Decima engine, which Hideo Kojima made, the GOAT. That engine is spectacular. It is phenomenal. The Death Stranding just looks absolutely unreal on PS5 and even on PC. It looks amazing. If you turn off the HUD and you just play Death Stranding, I promise you at a certain point you're going to forget that it's a game and you're going to actually think it's like a movie or real life. It's honestly absurd. Buying a mid to expensive gaming computer and having to lower all your settings to achieve a solid 60 FPS is absurd. I mean, how are we supposed to legitimately believe that Unreal Engine 6 is going to run better than Unreal Engine 5 when they haven't even figured out how to make Unreal Engine 5 run properly yet? Another solid engine that is pretty successful is the Unity engine, and countless indie games have been made with it. There are maybe a few AAA games that have been made with it, but it's a pretty good engine. It's just unfortunate that they don't really use that anymore, which sucks. Dude, I have a GTX 1660 and I know it's a bit of an older card, but it's still a powerhouse, bro. It's an amazing budget GPU, and I'm telling you, dude, it can run games such as Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Unity, Origins, Odyssey at amazing frame rates, and the games look insanely stunning. But then fast forward to today, you play a game that doesn't even have that much of a crazy graphical upgrade or change, and the performance on it is shocking. Like, there's games nowadays that look worse, way worse, significantly worse than 2015 or 2016 games, and my graphics card cannot run them, and they look like absolute poop. Why is that? Because optimization doesn't really exist. And I know you guys are probably going to be like, oh, well, you have an older graphics card. Yeah, like, no shit, it's not going to work nowadays. But, dude, I'm telling you, just listen, bro. The games look worse, but they run even worse on my graphics card, which doesn't make any sense. It doesn't, bro. Like, I don't care what you try to explain to me. Games back then that looked significantly better are running better on my graphics card. And dude, a lot of these companies nowadays have partnerships with Nvidia and AMD, so they're going to purposely mark up their graphics requirements to make you buy a more expensive rig just to get performance that you should be getting with your previous decent gaming computer, which is just still insane to me. And I feel like we've reached a graphical threshold a while back, but developers are still trying to push that and make everything look just a little bit more realistic to the point where it kind of looks like AI. Like, have y'all noticed that? Like, a lot of games nowadays, the graphics may look good, but it feels like you're looking at an AI simulated graphics. I don't know why, but I know a lot of developers are using AI nowadays. I mean, games like Star Wars Battlefront 2, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1 have a sense of realism that games today are still trying to mimic, but they just don't quite look the same or even run the same. With all the part shortages that are going on across the world, it's honestly insane to spend $1,500, $2,000, $25, whatever you're looking to spend. It's honestly crazy to spend that much just to play a game. Just to buy a game that's $70, half broken, tons of bugs and performance issues, and the developers are going to be like, oh yeah, we're going to fix that. They end up fixing it down the line, but was it really worth it? Was it really worth it to spend $2,000 just to get performance that you could have gotten with a console? Or if the developers could have just had a brain and made me personally, I'm looking to upgrade very soon, but with the way things are looking, I can't justify spending that much, man. I mean, it gets to a point, dude, like the average person is just trying to come home, relax, play some games, have some fun, get some good performance. Like, dude, I don't believe that every single person should be spending a boatload of money just to play games. Obviously, we don't know what the performance is going to be looking like for Unreal Engine 6, but if it's anything like Unreal Engine 5, but boy oh boy, we are priced out of mid-tier gaming. If you want to play games on PC, like AAA games from the future going onwards, might as well buy the most expensive build you can. Because ain't no way you're going to get good optimization if you're buying builds that are like 2060s and shit like that anymore. It's over, bro. There's no more low-end gaming. But yeah, man, I just wanted to rant about that a little bit. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.